I'm Dr. Austin Talley. I am a manufacturing mechanical engineer here at Texas State University. I am a professional engineer. I have experience with it. I work with students all the time. And I have an opportunity to talk to you a little bit about what it's like to be a manufacturing engineer. Manufacturing engineering is really a specialization of engineering focusing on the producing of physical objects. So what that means in layman's sense is we work with engineers that are not working on production lines, but they're working with companies that make things. So for example, I have students that work at Applied Materials. I have students that work to help make equipment to manufacture silicon wafer machines. We have students that work for Apple. We have students that work for Tesla. All of these are students or alumni that work on it. Everything from that to Toyota. So we have students that really work on how to produce it. So give an example of Toyota. We often have students that we may not be working directly on the truck design itself, but we work on the designing the process, how they make those trucks. So I'm both an alumni there and many senior design projects where we would go into their facility in San Antonio and help work with them on ideas and how we make tools and fixturing to actually make the truck. A different example that we have is we're working with companies to help come up with their ideas. We work with Caterpillar. Their large manufacturing engines is in Seguin, Texas, not too far away. So we worked with them also on jigs and fixtures and how we produce items there. Apple, we have a student going on an internship this summer, and we've had multiple students there work on how they do the recycling of the facilities. So understanding how you produce something is very important and how you tear it apart. So the same tools and ideas that we learn here with that. Well, manufacturing engineering, like all of our engineering, has some base classes. So in your toolbox, you're going to learn chemistry, and you're going to learn mathematics, and you're going to learn physics. But those are all really tools because what engineers do is solve problems. So as a manufacturing engineer, we are taking classes to solve problems related to producing and manufacturing items. So that is classes on the base level of learning how we put together things, the system of materials, how we fabricate things, but ultimately how we design, control, and integrate with things. So everything from learning a PLC to learning how we machine something is in the scope of it. It is a hands-on degree, but once again, we're just learning, we need to know those skills to help do that. So as a part of the degree, we'll use the Ingram Makerspace, which we're very proud of the space here to help fabricate and make things here at Texas State. All of our students can use that, but our degree particularly will have students that go into that space and do labs directly with working with them. So as a graduate, we have lots of programs. And really, I would think about those opportunities before we get to graduating. So we highly recommend our students intern and co-op, which means as they're in the program, they go off and experience opportunities to go out into the workforce and find out what they like to do. I have students that we talk about, they can be looking for a location, they can want to stay in Central Texas or go somewhere else. They can go in a particular industry, whether that's automotive, aerospace, you name it, producing, or we can be making chips and Mars bars. There's lots of opportunities of what we can produce anywhere. A lot of our students love to be in Texas, and we have lots of opportunities. In my opinion, we're in a heyday of manufacturing here in Central Texas. I mean, there are more plants opening and more opportunities than I had ever imagined. And I see that continuing to grow over the next 10 years as we have seeing students go to Tesla right down the street and other locations. There are so many opportunities how we can make. So my students often leave here, often after co-oping and interning, they get to do hands-on work traditionally with designing and manufacturing products, whether that's chips, whether that is going to Samsung, whether that's going to lots of different applications around here. You can really get down and see what it's like to make something and work with it. But once again, you're an engineer. What do engineers do? Engineers solve problems.